Okay, we've got three different pumps here that have failed at various times and for various reasons. And I just wanted to show you the three. I'm going to try to put one back together to see if I can make one in some good working order. But I was going to go over each one of these pumps to a small degree to tell you what's wrong with them. This first one is the one I took apart yesterday, I'll say, that is involved in the movie that I made for training. And really this one, all the pistons are loose. And you can see here I can wobble this shoe here, and that's not good. That's what was making all the noise on this. And again, it has 17,000 hours. That one was the worst, but all of them have a little bit of wobble in the shoe. So all these pistons are bad, and you can see that they're worn here. How serious that wear is, I don't quite know. Again, you can hear it. So here's the next one. Same thing, there's some wobble in there and there's some wear there. So that's what's wrong with this one. This next one, can't specifically remember the history of it, but this has got a bad valve plate on it for sure. If we take a look at this valve plate, it's really grooved right here. In fact, much worse than I thought it would be. So something got in there and wore that valve plate. And if we look at the other side of it, which is this guy right here, you'll see that there's right here, there's almost like something got stuck right there, and it's not that it's gouged, but it's not smooth, it's rough right in that area. So this has got some bad valve plates in it. And then this last one here seems to be pretty good, but it did have one tight piston, and it's actually one of them. I'm changing them out. It's one of them over here that I'm replacing with them. Yeah, this one right here, it's really, really tight in its socket, and it just binds too much. And I think that's what was causing some problems, some excessive, well, there was some noise in this pump also. So that one was actually over here. So this is the one I'm actually going to try to rebuild. I replaced one of the pistons that I think is a problem. The valve plates, I questioned this valve plate too, which I haven't decided whether I'm going to use this valve plate, which is very flat on this surface here. I thought there should be a ridge. This is the stationary part. This is the rotating part. And if we look at it closely here, you can see the shininess in it. And there's just very flat across there. So, but if we look at this valve plate here, that's got 16,000 hours on it, and actually it's supposed to have a ridge on it, and it looks pretty good. Like this, it's kind of a ridge that's up high, and again, unless there's a little difference in the valve plate because of the age of the differences in age of the unit. This one's got an interesting thing on it also, is that there's some little notches in here in the valve plate, and I don't know if those are some water relief areas or what. And then there's a little notch right there where that opening is, that you can probably see it. So I'm going to put this one back together with a new piston, and I haven't decided what valve plate it is yet that I'm going to use. But just wanted to show you these 3 units that I've got to take parts from and try to put together and see if I can make one that works good and sounds good. Basically, it's the sound. They start making noise, some knocking, and as I learn a little bit more about these things, sometimes this little knocking noise that you might get them is not a bad thing. It makes a little noise, but they can still run a long time with a slight bit of knocking noise. And that's what it was with this first one here. Yeah, it's got 18,000 hours on it. They were making some noise, and all of a sudden the noise got worse and worse and worse. And then when I do take it apart, all the pistons are very are loose in their sockets, and one of them is very loose. So that's it for this video. I'm going to add it. Talk to you later.